Welcome to a brand new adventure. In this series, we're going to be going from 0 gold all the way to a WoW token without leaving the auction house. So the token is around 12,000 gold at the moment, but we're starting off with 0 gold. Episode number 3. So where we left off in episode number 2, we had just posted a bunch of items. I ended up going on a holiday for 2 weeks, so I hadn't logged in for 2 whole weeks. Let's go ahead and log in and see what we have waiting for us. So we've reposted a couple items. They're being sold at the top. Then all the sales from before are at the bottom, which are 14 days ago. So let's go ahead and grab out all the things that we have sold. I posted these like a couple hours ago, and these sold pretty quickly. And then all the other ones are from before. So we actually have a giveaway. If anyone could have guessed the amount that we had in the mailbox, which is 314 gold. So we have a bunch of comments, we have them loaded up, we'll search for it, and there is none. I also went through every single comment just to double check, but no one guessed the number. So the giveaway is still going to be going for the next episode. Let's go ahead though, grab out that gold, and we're now sitting at 800, but the token is actually going up in price. So this is it making the challenge even harder for us, because the token is actually just going up in price by the hour every single day. We got all the items posted. We have around 35,000 gold posted on the auction house, but we do have one recipe that's kind of bumping that up. That's posted at 30,000 gold. So we're looking more about, this is probably worth about 1,000 gold. So we probably have about 6,000 gold of actual value up on the auction house. So we've got a little bit of gold. Let's go ahead and start flipping some current content materials. Now these are great to flip. It's harder to find deals, but when you do, these items sell very, very quickly. Some of these you can pretty much sell instantly. So it's a great item to flip is the current content materials, and also actually like the gear and stuff for Mr. Pandaria, because this tends to sell really quick also. So we're just getting through all of the current content stuff, buying any really good deals that we can come across. So we didn't find too many, but these are great deals, and these should also extremely quickly. We're just going to be posting those. So we still have about 400 gold left, in our bags, and we're still sitting at about 36,000 gold on the auction house. So I had another break. I've had a bunch of breaks. This was 5 days later. We logged back in. We have, in the first lot, we have 739 gold worth of sales. Let's see if there's any more gold waiting in the mailbox though. So we'll get everything posted so we can see everything that is in the mailbox. As you can see, we have a bunch of inventory still that we need to sell off. A lot of it is materials, which is really good because this tends to sell very quickly compared to like transmogs and things like that. Alright, so we're sitting at about 370 gold. Let's go ahead and collect everything in the mailbox, and that should bring us up, I guess, over 1,000 gold. So 1,093 gold, and we've got everything posted on the auction house, 14,000 gold, and that's a more realistic price. Now that recipe isn't being posted for 30,000 gold, which is a bit unrealistic for that recipe to sell, but it is the market value, so you never know, someone may pick it up for that much, but it's now posted at a more reasonable price. So we're going to do a big scan here on 2,700 different items, just a bunch of different items, your recipes, your transmogs, your pets. We're going to go ahead and buy all the good deals from this scan. And now we're only sitting at about 100 gold, so we're pretty low on liquid gold. So I had another break, another 4-day break, and we logged back in. So let's see what we got in the mailbox here. And whoa, we have a whopping 9,000 gold. So we actually ended up selling a lot. What have we sold here? A bunch of materials, battle pets, some recipes for, one recipe for nearly 3,000 gold, and another one for 1,000 gold. That's some really nice sales. So that's going to bring us up to about 9,000 gold. So we're actually pretty close to the token. But what we're obviously going to do with all of this gold is we're going to reinvest this into more flips. There's no point having this gold sitting in our inventory for no reason. It should be working for us. And as you can see, the token is working against us. It is still going up in price. But we have about 42,000 gold worth of items posted up on the auction house with the current prices they're posted at. So the auction house is looking pretty good. Obviously they won't all sell for that price, but it gives us a good ballpark. So I ended up spending around 3,000 to 4,000 gold on a bunch of different items to flip. As you can see, we have a a very wide range of items. We've got some Mr. Pandaria materials, we've got normal materials. I even did some really big resets on Peace Bloom and your Silver Leaf. Did some really big resets, buying over like 1,000 of each of these. So we have a big inventory of those. They do sell fairly quickly, but we picked them up for such a cheap price. I thought, why not? Let's do a big market reset on them. They were getting a bit low compared to the market price, so I reset both of those. And also, is it the Dreamfoil too? We also did a big market reset on that. So after we've brought everything, we have 1,620 gold, and we've got about 19 to 20,000 gold posted up on the auction house. Before we get into today's video, if you would like to learn all of the best ways to make gold in Mr. Pandaria Classic, then I recommend checking out my complete gold making guide for Mr. Pandaria Classic. It goes over all of the best gold farms, it goes over professions, and everything you need to know about making gold. On top of that, I also have my Mr. Pandaria flipping guide. This teaches you exactly how to do flipping and make gold from flipping. You also get my TSM groups and operations. Goldcapped also has their member guides. This is where the team writes guides on the latest and best ways to make gold in all versions of World of Warcraft. Goldcapped has a team of all of the best gold makers helping you make gold. All Goldcapped members will get access to the premium channels in our Discord, where the team will help you out with any questions that you have about making gold in any version of World of Warcraft. So what are you waiting for? Click the link down below in the description box and use code Buffy10 to save 10% off any of the guides from goldcapped.com. Let's get back into this video. So this was later the same day in the afternoon, and a lot of these items have actually sold, as you can see. So let's go ahead and grab out all the items. We'll grab out all the gold from the items that have sold. And that's going to bring us back up to about 4,000 gold, which is good. Because our gold, if you can see down in the corner, was sitting at 53 silver. So we couldn't even repost items. So we definitely needed some sales to come in, which is good because we have about 4,000 gold in sales in the mailbox. So let's go ahead and grab this out. And obviously, once again, we're going to post up all of our items back on the auction house. And then we're going to spend all of this gold on more investments. Now, the goal to get to the token, because it is going up in price so quickly, the goal before was to have about 20 to 30,000 gold worth of good items posted on the auction house before I stopped buying more items and basically just sold all the inventory, and then we would have had enough for the token. It's going up in price quite a bit. So I think the safest bet, I kind of want to have at least double what the token is worth posted up on the auction house in actual value. This way, when we do that, we can just stop buying and we can just sell, and we'll have the token very easily. So we're going to need about 40 to 50,000 gold worth of items posted on the auction house, which is alright because we're pretty close to it. I would say in actual value, we're probably sitting around 25,000 gold worth posted on the auction house once it all sells. But let's go ahead and grab out these items that we've got here. The items that we have, the inventory that we have, is looking really good. We've got some really good quick selling materials. We've also got some like battle pets with really high sell rates, recipes, and also some other items that have much higher prices, which really adds up. So we're going to go ahead and post all of these items. Obviously, we're just going to be using TSM, using my operations from my flipping guide from Mr. Pandaria. So if you want to go ahead and get those, that's inside of that, which you can check out at goldcapped.com. Quick plug right there. But anyways, we're going to post up all of these items on the auction house. Now, I've been playing around with the duration because I've been having so many breaks and like going on holidays and stuff like that. Some of the times I've been posting for the max amount instead of posting for 12 hours. This way I can post for 2 days, and you tend to get a bit more sales if you're going to be doing it like the lazy way, where you spend not much time per week actually doing flipping, but still making some good gold from it. That's what I actually like about flipping so much. As you can see in this episode, I would have spent probably a total of around an hour over the past few weeks. I only logged in probably like a couple of times, but we've made thousands of gold. And the amount of gold that we've got, we're going to keep making more and more because it's starting to snowball. And then the more gold we have, the more profit we can make. So here is our best flip that we've done so far. It was on a recipe right here. We picked it up for 325 gold. We resold it for 2,917 gold. So about 2,500 gold profit on that, which is really nice. Another recipe, paid 100, sold it for 1,000. That's some nice profit. The ghost iron ore we picked up for about 1 gold, 67 silver each, and then sold them on average for about 4 gold a pop, making 676 gold off that one flip of that one item, which is very, very nice. So we got some good flips here, but there's many more that we're going to be making, especially now that we have a decent amount of gold to actually start playing around with, because that's the thing with flipping. You do need a bit of gold, but once you get past that couple thousand gold, it really starts to pick up and you can make a lot of gold with very little time spent from flipping. Anyways, this was episode number 3, and I'll see you in the next one. Also, for episode number 4, put down your guess in the comments. What do you think the amount of gold will be for the first mailbox opening for the items that we've just posted at the end of this episode? If you get it right, you'll win yourself the token. However guys, that was it for the video, and I'll see you in the next one.